No reflections in the mirror, but I found it a bit daft that we could still see their clothes.
Have at me, Lucifer. My soul is prepared.
Why, hello there YouTube and welcome back to Vampire Weekend. I am Random Ross and today I review Daybreakers. So we're on day 2. So Daybreakers, written and directed by the Spierig Brothers, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Michael and Peter. Starring Ethan Hawke, Willem, Dafoe, Claudia Carvin, Michael Dorman, Sam Neill, Vince Colossus or whatever it says, and Isabel Lucas. So this is a supernatural sci-fi action film set in a dystopian future where vampires have taken over the world and they use humans as basically like cattle and drain their blood to make blood food products for the vampires. And you know, Ethan Hawke, who works for this corporation that manufactures blood, they notice that they're running short on humans, and very soon human blood will be gone and vampires will go insane, and they ends up causing them this mutation and disfigurement from drinking blood from others. And then they realise that they need humans to coexist with, or else they will, die out. So Ethan Hawke's character goes on this journey, meets a former vampire called Elvis, played by Willem Dafoe, and he says he has a cure, and they find a cure by going into the water and being exposed to the sun, because they burn in the sunlight, and then once they're underwater and exposed to the sun, it somehow makes them human and turns them back to human. And Ethan Hawke even does this to himself and becomes human again. And then next thing, they discover that the cure is in their blood and they are the cure, and they find that they need humans to live. And it's also setting things in motion for vampires, for humans to come back and take the earth back. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, I like this movie. It was set in a dystopian future and it had sci-fi elements. I also like the vampire mythos in this. They still had no reflections in the mirror, but I found it a bit daft that we could still see their clothes. Again, they could still have their reflection in the cameras, digital stuff, and they could still burn in sunlight and die from a stake to the heart. But I also like that they found a cure for vampirism, and and it was in their blood. I like the action in this too, because I'm an action guy as well. I like that there was some action in this and some blood. This was about a 15 when it came out in UK cinemas, but then it got an 18 rating when it came out on DVD, because it showed extended footage and stuff that were too graphic for the cinemas. But they could have shown the cinemas, they just had to up the certificate again. I also enjoyed Ethan Hawke's performance in this. I not really took much to Ethan Hawke, but this is the film where I truly started to like him as an actor, and basically this is the movie that introduced me to him. I never really seen an Ethan Hawke movie before and never knew of him till this movie, and now I enjoy a lot of his movies he does. I also thought Willem Dafoe was great in this. For me, he will always be the Green Goblin, because that is the first movie I ever saw him in, and he's like forever imprinted in that role for me. I also liked that, you know, the effects and the blood in this, and Sam Neill's performance. But now to my dislikes. I didn't like that it was like a stereotypical dystopian future where something is outlawed, like humans are outlawed. It was just kind of comes off as predictable. And I also could tell that, you know, there were some vampires that, you know, would not accept this cure and didn't want to be cured, which we do find out. I also thought vampires as well, they have the eye thing. I think, to me, a vampire should always look human, but only have the eye thing and the fangs out when they feed. But hey, I weren't complaining whilst watching it. I did enjoy it. I also thought it was a pretty cool how they could like make coffee with blood in it, and how normal it looked. I also like, you know, the mutation stuff, what it can do to the vampire when they cannibalise off one another and they drink other vampires' blood because of human blood running out. But yeah, I pretty much enjoyed this film. Like I say, there were a few kinks here and there that I didn't really like, but hey, you know, not every single movie can please everyone. It pleased me enough, and I watched it a couple times. And like I say, this felt like something a little bit fresh, you know, where vampires take over the earth, but they're, you know, they're not like the blood-sucking mutant demons we know in like Stakeland or Priest. They're like humans like us. I mean, yeah, we do get mutated vampires that look like bats, but there's a reason behind that. So yeah, I very much enjoyed this film, and I do recommend it if you love action movies and sci-fi movies. Kind of like the movie Ultraviolet, but say that's another review for another episode, for another series maybe. So anyway, final thoughts and ratings. Daybreakers was a good film. I liked what they did with it. There were a few, like I say, flaws here and there, but like I say, I enjoyed it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Daybreakers, you know what, I'm going to give it 3.5 steaks out of 5. 3.5 steaks out of 5 for Daybreakers. So there we go, that's it for this one, The Vampire Weekend Day 2. Have you seen Daybreakers? Let me know all that down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. No pressure, but hey, if you want to see more from this channel and you like what you're seeing right now, then be sure to hit it. I upload main videos every Friday and have a variety of crazy characters on board this channel. So yeah, I also have social media links down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. So yeah, Vampire Weekend will continue tomorrow with the penultimate day, day 3. So until then, don't have nightmares.